Oh boy, where is my shirt? Here we go. Alrighty. All right. Hmm. Whew. Good afternoon, Megas. How's it going, man? Hello, Miss Southern Bell 33. How you doing today? Oh my goodness. This actually I need to okay, I need to take off my undershirt because it's clashing a little bit. No, I'll keep it. I'll keep it. Man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I lost track of what day it was. I lost track of what day it was. How's it going, Miss? How's it going, Miss Ashley Barrett? Miss Ashley Barrett popping up. Ed just immediately just gets hit with the ad like every time. This it wouldn't be Ashley Barrett popping up unless it was an ad just immediately popping up for her. That's funny. I won't lie to y'all. I won't lie to y'all. I forgot what day it was. And that's why I would have been live earlier, but I forgot what day it was. And then when I realized what day it was, I thought I already did the live, and I started watching like Raw, and it's like, oh my god, yeah. But yeah, welcome to another weekly. This past week was actually very uneventful. I it was. I think I did something. I don't know what I did. Uh, I don't know what I did. This one. I just assumed it was random. No, I do have regular times, man. Like I normally that's why I call my weekly vlog, my weekly lives, because I do it. Uh J Rob, I was actually being charitable the last time, but like you have to remember, I hate you. So like I'm gonna give you a chance to go away. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Now go away, yo. Alrighty. So how everybody else doing? Hold on. Somebody gave me a right out of the gate. I don't. Yeah, like, like, yeah, man. I'm not about to dude beefing. No, I just like you can't just be like it's like if I tell you I hate you, that means that I hate you. That's why I say that I hate you. Don't like you're not gonna get me into liking you just by popping up and being nice after you were mean the first few times. You're sick today? That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. What's wrong? Are you like is it anything serious? Because I know I had an earache and a toothache past couple of days. Hate on site. You know what? I done told you that I want you gone, and you still here. So you gonna go ahead and you gonna take a nap, bro. 23 skidoo. You don't hate J Rob. Come on, he's part of the fam here. He ain't part of my fam. He's part of your fam. He ain't part of my fam. He's not part of this community. Shoot, I do hate him. That's why I keep saying it. Like I, I don't mince my words when it comes to stuff like that. What's wrong, Ashley Barrett? Though you okay? He ain't part of my fam. You don't hate him? Yes, I do. That's why I said it. What's up, bro? How's everything going? I'm doing okay. This is new. This is a new person. My dude, you've got Petty Davis eyes. I don't know who Petty Davis is, but like I have my own eyes. Thank you. Hello, Daddy Fish 25. You're a new face. Just feeling under the weather. How are you? I'm good. I'm surviving for the most part. Existing. Just trying my best to like not be getting ready. Like I work today too, so it's like that's probably another reason why I kind of forgot because I work today, but like I'm like, oh snap, I've got to go get ready. I'm a little nervous, but yeah, you got paid Davis ass. I missed a chapter with that man apparently. Nah, like okay, so here's what happened. Like we talked about video games a couple lives ago. Oh, awesome. Well, thanks for popping up again. Thanks for remembering to show up. I don't know. Actually, Barrett, that guy, J Rob, he initially went on one of my lives a long time ago and tried to pull some right wing crap, and I just sort of let him get away with it because I was being nice. And then I made a YouTube post, and he popped up on that to basically tell me, well, the reason why your channel's not doing so well is because you keep making stuff like this instead of making better videos. And I got a little upset about that because it's like, bro, I don't know you well enough for you to be talking to me like that. And then you don't have any content on your own stuff, so yada yada yada. And now he's like trying to just pop up on my lives just to bother me. And like the whole thing is that like he was being more and more obnoxious. And I basically told him straight up, bro, you keep doing this stuff, like I don't like you now. And he's basically trying to make it seem like, oh well, if I pop up and I'm nicer, then you'll like me. And it's like, no, dude. If when I tell a person I hate them, I hate them. It's like there is no like there's no fixing up after that. So yeah, I got that I got that bitter grudge thing going on. Like I don't forgive people for stuff like that. You're not gonna pop up and troll me, and then you're not gonna pop up and troll me, and then expect me to be your homie afterwards. That's not how it works. You're gonna introduce yourself to me kindly, or not at all. What? Holy crap! Is WMAC Masters a thing now? But like yeah. Ibra Megas like Ibra Megas thinks he's a trip, but like me, like I said, you're not gonna I take that stuff seriously. But also, thanks for talking about video games with me earlier. That's really nice. Shoot, I'm sorry, y'all. I am multitasking. I don't know what I'm doing with this. This is new thing I'm playing on the internet right now, and it's pretty dope. But I don't know what I'm doing. But how y'all doing? Hopefully you're feeling better, Ashley Bear. Like, hope you're not sick. Man, I love this stuff. I can't lie. Manny says he hates dude. I just can't help feeling like they're frenemies. I don't know. It just seems like they're both are playing it for laughs every time. No, dude, I don't do that. I don't have frenemies. I don't have friendly enemies, bro. If I tell somebody that I hate them, I hate them. He's just doing that to troll me. I don't like being, I don't like being trolled, and he's just trolling further. Like this isn't for laughs. This is me being legit. Like when I tell somebody that I hate them, that's me using it strongly. Like I can tell somebody that I don't like them. I can tell somebody that I find them, unsettling. But if I tell somebody that I hate them, that's legit. I don't just playfully tell somebody that I hate them. Like you, I mean, like, so it's really not like kayfabe. No, dude, I'm not playing a character. Like, what makes you think that I am? Like I understand that I'm talking calmly and stuff like that, but it's like what make like dude, like when like I'm gonna say this again. If I tell somebody that I hate them and I don't follow it up with something like just playing, I'm kidding, then yeah, take that seriously. Like I wouldn't make jokes about that. Man, this world has turned into an arcade jack back playing Steve in Minecraft movie. I want to see the Minecraft movie because you're always really chill with it. Because I like being chill. I don't want to scream and holler and get all. I don't want to scream and holler and get angry about stuff. I like, I'm always. I prefer being chill than I do just be like, get out of here, man. That's childish. That's annoying. Like I'm old. I'm too old to be screaming and hollering and not being chill. I have to be chill. I don't know what that is. But also, I do want to see the Minecraft movie. Also, I got 5 people up in here and only one like. Is it because I said I hated J Rob? Did me saying I hate J Rob is the reason why I only got only one like up in here, and there's only like 5 people up in here? That's messed up, y'all. Bro, it feels like probably. Oh well, I'll take the L. There's no big deal. But yeah, like that's not kayfabe. That's not a joke. It's not like a oh he's just playing around. No, dude. If I tell somebody that I hate them and I don't follow it up with LOL, just kidding, just know that that's me being legitimate. It's not a character I'm playing. It's none of that stuff. It's like just like you're not gonna tick me off and expect me to like you afterwards. I'm sorry, that's not how it works. I don't like. I don't really. I don't like doing that. That's stupid. It's like, oh yeah, he trolled me once, and we're still pals. No, that's dumb. Who does that? Why would anybody do that? Wow. Like like once again, nobody like you're not gonna do me wrong and expect me to like you afterwards. Well, what can he do to get back into your good graces hypothetically? Nothing. I just have to feel like it. Like he was never in my good graces. There's nothing for him to go back to. It's like I just have to feel like not hating him anymore. If I don't feel like if I stop feeling like I hate him, then I won't hate him as much. Simple as that. Pollen punching that dude in the face. That's that. That is what it feels like. I should have did some of my hair before this because I did kind of just. I was laying down earlier. I ain't gonna lie. This day almost kind of went away from me a little bit. But yeah, Megs. I mean, it seems like you like him though. I mean, Megs, play his lawyer. Why should I let him back in? Why should I? Why should I put him in my good graces? You want to, if you want to play his lawyer, you can. Maybe if they make a live action Halo movie, it could bring Bungie back. What do you mean bring Bungie back? Bungie is still a thing, isn't it? Is Halo still a thing? I figured everyone is in your good graces by default until they do something to not be anymore. Like teachers who say evenly everybody has an A, they just have to keep it. Yeah. Well, in the case of that guy, he introduced himself by trolling me. So I already hated him before. You see what I'm saying? Like that was the whole issue is that like he started off trailing. He's yeah, but Halo isn't for Bungie anymore. What? Man, it feels like I learn something new about video games every time. Maybe I don't, but then again, I was never really a big Halo fan, so it's like that's why I didn't know anything about it. But yeah, that's wild. But yeah, like everybody's in my good graces until they do something to tick me off. And introducing yourself by trolling me is like the worst way to get in my good graces. Like I'm not gonna be your homie after that. They said 343 Industries messed it up. Dang, that is crazy. Like I said, it really does feel like I learned something new about video games like every time. Because like I said, I'm not a big fan of first person shooters. So it's like I didn't really I knew very little about it. Hold on. Somebody sent me something. Okay, never mind. No, I sent them something. Why is my messenger telling me, hey, you sent the message? I know I did. I sent it. Halo hasn't been from Bungie the longer than Halo hasn't been for Bungie for longer than it was at this point. Like like I said, I didn't know. Like part of me always thought Halo was a Bungie thing because but then again, I just wow, that just goes to show how old I am. That just goes to show how old I am because oh man, I thought Halo was still for Bungie. Wow. And the fact that they're not is like blowing my mind. Show of hands, who's still up in here right now? Shoot, I wouldn't be okay. Let's see, Emperor Megas, Daddy Fish. I'm gonna assume that the third person is probably nah. I'm pretty sure Ashley Barrett is probably like gone, but I'm pretty sure the fourth person is probably a troll. So I'm just gonna throw out a random troll name. It's either Anton Targaryen or that Jacob guy. Ha! As soon as I say it, I swear to God, it's like every single time I bring up that there's a possible troll up in here, my number always goes down. It's like, oh crap, he spotted us. Let's go, let's get out. I know, man, it's crazy. They always do that. The heck is Nift? They should have kept it rated M, but changed it to a rated T. I mean, other than the blood, what made it rated M? Did they cuss? Other than the blood and actual shooting, like what made it a rated M? Like, cause I mean, wait, I mean, Cortana being I'm guessing the Cortana being like a naked lady, all the boobs. That's funny. Yes, all of Cortana. Just the game was mostly Cortana. That's the only thing I remembered actually, because like it's like literally it's just a like that's crazy. That's funny though. Yeah, that's probably what do it. Just like you saw Cortana up in there dressed in whatever when they gave Cortana actual. Did they? With Sergeant Johnson's character? What do you mean? Why would they give Cortana actual like bodily anatomy though? That doesn't make any sense. Glowing? No. I please. I hope that's. I hope you're joking. I hope you're like. I hope you're joking about that. But I hope you're joking about that because like, holy crap, that would be wild if that was actually the case. Like, cause Sergeant, look it up. You know what? Fine. Because like that'd be weird. Like like oh, let's give technology actual human anatomy. Why? Why do they do that? Why they do that? Like I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's very like yeah, she's attractive, but also she's AI. Like she's a computer program. She's a computer program. That doesn't make any sense. How's it going, RC in basketball? It's like it's a computer program. You could literally make the computer program look like that ball from Star Wars or something. Like, come on, what the for what? What's the reason? And so like it's not because I'm trying to spill some. It's not like I'm trying to spill DNA about it. I'm just trying to see if it was actual legit thing because I thought you was joking, but it's like no, they actually did do that, and it's like, well, that's dumb. I don't know. It's the future. They don't have the same thought on women's bodies as Westerners in the 21st century. I mean, I guess that's a way. I guess that's a good cop out, but like still a cop out. A little offensive, but what else? I can't say nothing about it. Also, shout out to the 3 likes that I got, even though there's only like 2 people up in here apparently. I mean, they are no, they're not. I will say this about those. They bring joy. They bring happy. Like I feel like if everybody sees a set, ever see Star Trek Troopers? No, I haven't. I've heard of it, but I never saw it before. I wouldn't even know where to begin to look for. Hold on. Oh, it's on Netflix. Yeah, I've never seen Star Trek. I've never seen Star Trek Troopers before. When it came out, I was a child and I was told that I wasn't supposed to watch it. AI is in a good amount of things now in everyday life, and now it's hard to tell what isn't. Which it is. It's not hard to tell. It's like I think the problem is that like so many people are so used to saying that everything is AI that they're like, oh my god, everything is so hard to like, bro. American like AI in other countries would probably be like spectacular. AI in America, come on, man, we still can't even get our fingers right. Starship Troopers is wow. Imagine saying that three times fast. Starship Troopers, Starship Troopers, Starship Troopers, Starship Troopers. My goodness, man, that in itself is a exercise, is like a reading exercise for a drama class or something. The first one, what was there more than one? Was there a series? There's at least three. Like I said, I've never seen them, but like now I'm interested. Like, cause I know that Starship Troopers inspired like Halo. No, wait, no, it didn't. Did it inspire Halo? I think it. No, it inspired something. The sequels were like straight to video. Yeah, okay, that sounds dope. Like, just for the sake of lore and story, I would watch the sequels as well. It's weird seeing those Cybertrucks driving on the road, and it looks like there's something out of a sci-fi movie. Sad part is that like it looks like something out of a sci-fi movie from like the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't look futuristic by today's standards. Does that make sense? Huh. Whoa, what's up? Hey, what's up, Anthony Wingo? How you been, man? Sure, I thought you was busy doing, man. I figured you'd be busy doing a whole bunch of other stuff. That's wild, man. Shout out to Anthony Wingo. Give me a sec. Hold on. Been doing great and taking everything a day at a time. Hey, I get that, bro. As we all are. As we all are, at least I like to think so. Starship Troopers isn't really about the war with the bugs. I mean, it is, but it's actually about fascism. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I like like literally if you look at every movie is always like a bigger story being told than the actual story that's being told. It's never been, hey, look at this character, they're so awesome. It's always something bigger than that. Like, like I'm trying to think like the Iron Giant is basically, I like to think that the Iron Giant is just basically about believing in yourself, you know? Like every movie or every work of fiction can just ultimately be sort of like in some fashion made into something bigger than what it is. So yeah, I'm not surprised. Hey, what's up? Jovi is here. It's really heavy handed, which is why it's funny when right wingers don't get it, bro. Like it's at this point, right wingers not getting it. Like right wingers not getting it just makes a lot of sense. Like one of the few reasons why I like doing my shorts, I do my shorts, basically saying everything is a right wing pipeline. It's just me just mocking them for just falling for it every time. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me. I gotta call it. I'm gonna lose the subscribers because of that, by the way, and I genuinely don't care. Like when they discover racism is just a machine is anti-fascist and left wing. That part will always stress me out because it's like, what machine did you think that they were talking about? Like what? It's like that's the reason why I will always believe that there is a wrong way to there's a wrong way to engage with works of fiction. You know what I'm saying? The main character of Starship Troopers, I believe his name is John Rico. I've like I said, I had to actually watch it. But I 100% do believe that there is a wrong way to engage with like works of fiction and works of like stuff like that's not of the of the real sort, because of the fact that there's people out there who will watch movies that like even Disney movies, even like the Disney animated films have messages and stuff in it. But people are like, oh no, it's just a little kids movie about, this character falling in love with this character. Like, bro, no, it's not. Like, Lion King was Hamlet. Pocahontas was about how bad was how like bad colonialism was. What was like Hercules was about believing in yourself. I'm trying to like the power of friendship. Star Trek, same things. Total socialist, utopic, woke future. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There is a wrong way to engage with fiction, and it really kind of stresses me out because like it's not just like it's with music, it's with video games, it's with movies, anything that's fiction, bro. There's people who literally just watch the stuff and be like, nah, it's just about people fighting each other and falling in love and pretty people. It's like, no, dude, there was more than that in that movie. What are you talking about? It's like, of course, you're going to see Billy Madison and think, oh, it's just him being stupid and funny. Like, no, there's more to it. I hate it when people say, oh, you're overthinking it. Yes, that's the point. It's art. You're supposed to overthink art. You're supposed to overthink in general. Not wanting to overthink doesn't justify underthinking. Like, who watches like people be up in here like watching Star Trek and going, oh yeah, it's like I wouldn't be like I'm hating the fact that like people it's selective. There is selective overthinking though, because the same people who probably think that Starship Trooper was just sci-fi movie chock full of beaten up like evil monsters probably might look at Sinners and go, Sinners was actually demonic because of these things that happened and this stuff that happened, and also look at the picture. It's like, I don't know why my camera keeps on doing the blurry thing too. I think it's trying to autofocus, and I just keep moving. What's crazy though is they do the opposite and look into things that aren't there, like when they feel that everything is woke by intentionally trying to trigger them. Exactly. That's what I mean by the selective overthinking. Like they'll ignore the actual message just to make up their own message for the sake of just saying, actually, this thing means this, and this thing actually means this, and this is means this, instead of just basically saying this thing upset at me, I didn't like it, so I'm having this feeling about it. It's just like like I said, it's complicated, bro. Like I think is at this point, I genuinely do believe that some people just want to like just make like hating things they're just who they are. Cause like yeah, it's like what is woke, right? It's like, I mean, like everybody knows that when a right winger says woke, they basically mean either black, LGBTQIA, or that's it. That's what they mean. It's like it only means those two things, and they're trying to make it seem like it means something else. And it's like, no, dude, we know you're racist and you're bigoted. And when you say woke, it literally means things that you are against as far to satisfy your bigoted view. You're not complicated. You're not. You're not a. Yeah. Hating is a whole personality trait now. Yeah, it is. It's like for some people, it's literally just that's all they do. Like, there's a lot of things that I hate. Ask Jovi, she'll tell you. There's a lot of things that I don't like. There's a lot of things that I hate. But it's like I try my best not to make that like who I am because it's a challenge. Because like if you find yourself just making hating everything like who you are, then like first of all, it's not like nothing is going to be interesting for you. Nothing is going to be interesting to you. Nothing is going to be cool for you. Nothing is going to be like surprising to you or nothing like that. It's just yeah, that's dumb, man. I just hate the fact that it's like when it comes to like Sesame Street, it's like oh Sesame Street is just a little kids show about like stuff like it's a little kids show about teaching the ABCs and the 1 2 3s. But then you look at like a certain movie, and it's like actually the message of this movie is that like right wingers are awesome and everybody else sucks, and that's because of all this right here. It's like These people run the country. You hate everything? No, I didn't say I hate everything. I said there's some things that I'm not a fan. There's some things that I do. There's some things that I don't like. I don't hate everything though. I just think that like I also just feel like stupid people run the market and they ruin the market. What the heck is this? Sorry, y'all. I'm checking something real quick. I apologize. Yeah, Joe, man, he would never. No, it's like I'm not going to ever say that I hate everything. No, that's stupid. But like, I do know that like I kind of don't like the idea of I don't like the idea of stupid people like running the market because every single time stupid people run the market, they purposely ignore the messages that's going on in the story. It's like they ignore the story just because they want to see people fight and they don't care about anything else. They just want to say this thing is cool because I like what's going on, and this thing is not cool because I don't like what's going on. It's like, but it's like it's like they don't care much about the deeper meaning of anything. It's just this thing is dumb because of this. Like I saw Sinners, and right now the think pieces about Sinners is all over the place. But you know what they're not talking about? Why the bad guy sucks. Man, these people are giving me a lot of stuff on here. Okay, I got two people up in here, so let's see. So it's obviously Jovi and Megas. Um, but how y'all doing out there? Pretty good. What's y'all day looking like? Do you feel that Japan has an influence in our American culture? No, because if Japan had any influence on American culture, our streets would have like a lot less trash on it. Like we would literally have less litter. Snow White was my favorite latest incel outrage film. 30 to 40-year-old men without kids talking about walking out of the theater. Why? Because the anime stuff is everywhere that's popularized? Nope. I don't. Nope. I don't think that. I don't think Japan has influenced anybody. I don't think Japan influenced anybody. I think that people just like certain things, like they like certain anime things, but like the Japanese culture didn't really like get involved in America in any capacity. Because like, yeah, man, you want to talk about anime? Nah, dude. Because like in anime, you got people who work hard and are usually pretty nice to each other. They have friends. They have like they have like they got the power of friendship, and you got people who work hard. Literally, the towns are cleaner. If you ever actually like look at a video, there's videos of like a guy walking through Japan, and it's literally clean. Like there's very little litter there. So it's like, yeah, there is, but it's like, no, it's just a bunch of people who just like to fight. Like people who watch anime that either A, like to fight, B, like to talk about other people fighting, C, like they probably work out because Dragon Ball Z made me work out. It's all like, it's all just basically, Dragon Ball Z made me work out and get into martial arts, and that's it. Like nobody's nice. Everybody like the majority of anime protagonists are usually like nice people, but the average anime fan is a jerk. Like, no, there is no influence. Laughs and weeb, no. Like I said, I know weeps. Snow, like I said, but I do think it's kind of weird that like there's guys out there who's like, I walked out of the theater because I didn't like the new Snow White. Like you weren't supposed to, bro. The original film was not for you. The book was not for you. What are you doing? This generation of dudes is weird, man. I tell you. Like these, like this generation of men are weird. Like I don't even want to say this generation of men because, like, I'm growing up. I'm one of, like that genre of men is weird. Like there's this genre of men who just they don't like people of color. They don't like women. They don't like people who have disability. It's like for them it's like they just want a short girl and that's it. They just want a short girl who looks convincing enough to like stroke their ego. I don't know what it is. Those dudes are weird though. I don't know. I should have picked my hair out or something. But no, man. Yeah, I don't think that Japan has any influence on American culture. Because like if you look at Japanese culture, like everybody's very meek. Everybody's kind of very meek, very respectful, very polite. But like in America, it's like I'm gonna be mean to you because I don't know you. You know, and that's just America. That's just what America is. I think the Japanese has affected Western culture a lot, actually, just not in the ways you might be thinking. Much respect, especially with respect to electronics consumption and design aesthetics. Probably so, but I'm just when I think of culture, I think of how people. When I think of culture, I think about how people interact with each other. Like and like I've encountered how Japanese people interact with each other, and this is completely different than what it is in America. I know it's just one aspect of culture, but that's the part that I focus on the most. Like if we can't even be like, in Japan, everybody's usually polite to each other as strangers. But you got like Americans who are just jerks. So like I said, I mean, I'm not gonna try to change your mind about it. I'm not gonna tell you, hey, you're wrong or anything like that. But like, I do agree that consumer culture is a thing though. And I do agree that like, consumerism is a thing, but I don't think Japan motivated America to do that because we had capitalism doing that beforehand. You know, like I blame capitalism for the consumerism in America. Not I'm not gonna. I've never heard anybody say I want to buy a whole bunch of stuff. I want to buy a whole bunch of things because I watched this new anime. Americans aren't living in a homogenized society like Japan. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Ah man, hold on. Yeah, yeah, I know, but that's just how I see it though. But yeah, like as far as influence, nah, man. Because like I said, you can't even like people aren't even nice to each other like that. So like I can't say anything about it. Like it could be, but I don't. It could be, but I don't think so. I'll say it like that. There's less incentive for them to be rude to each other because each other are the same types of people. Exactly. But like the whole idea is that like people can't even be like in Japan people are nice to each other. In America they're usually not. So by that aspect, I can't even like if we can't even do that one simple thing, then I can't believe that Japan is influencing America in any capacity. But that's just me though. Like I'm not telling anybody to, agree with me about that. I did also, but you gotta remember too, I think mean people are annoying. Ooh, I'm so edgy. Like shut up, dude. There's less yeah. Like less edginess, y'all, more wholesomeness. Okay, let's flip it. Japanese absolutely devour Western culture. So why aren't they dirty and rude? I don't know. Probably because they're smart. Like I don't know, dude. I'm not Japanese. I never been to Japan, but I like to think that being smart means that you're not. I like to think that being smart and being clean kind of like sort of affects how you view certain situations and certain people. That's racist. I no. I'm not saying that they're smart because they're Japanese. I'm saying that they're smart because they're not dirty and rude. Like anybody can be smart while also not being dirty and rude. Some of the meanest people are some of the biggest idiots. And I genuinely hate how that's a controversial statement. Because I one time said I don't think that mean people are that smart, and people actually got on my case about it. Like, actually, some of the smartest people are some of the meanest, and I'm like, well, okay. My idea of somebody who's smart is somebody who is useful to the rest of society. It's like, going, well, some of the best doctors are usually cruel people. What do you have to say to that? It's like that means that that doctor has killed people. But yeah, like lack of empathy dumbs people down. So it's like so if they it's like maybe so it's like maybe they're not dirty and rude because they're smart. I mean, look at how dumb America is. I mean, their personality doesn't necessarily reflect their level of intelligence. To me, it does. Like I would think that a mean person, like to me, it does. I would think that a mean person is dumb as a rock. But also, you have to really take into consideration what I would consider to be mean. Why would I think that a mean person is dumb? Because lack of empathy is because lack of empathy is a sign of being stupid to me. Like, and I say this as somebody who is dumb but also empathetic. Like, I know it's hypocritical because I consider myself to be empathetic and also not smart. But like, some of the most cruelest people I've ever seen are usually like, if you ask a mean person why they're mean, they can't tell you. Like, why are you doing this mean thing? They can't tell you. I'm pretty sure a smart person can at least answer a question that simple. Sorry, I'm also playing this game. So, oh man, and I messed up. Why do you feel caring and neat and nice is the default setting for someone intelligent though? Like, why should people care? I'm not saying that they should. I'm not saying that anybody should care about anything. I'm just saying I've encountered enough mean people who are dumb as dirt to be able to connect the dots for me. I'm not saying that is a universal concept. I'm just saying that's my personal standard. Because to everybody being smart is different. Being smart is this ubiquitous contextual thing. For some people, being smart means being cruel and sociopathic. But for me, I've encountered enough cruel sociopathic people to know that those people are morons. So I just two plus two equal four it and just said, you know what? The mean people I've encountered are dumb. So mean people in general are dumb. It was being sold as a universal thing. Well, I mean, that depends on who's selling it. I'm not trying to sell it like that. But like, I'm not about to think that mean people are smart because I've seen way too many mean people who are dumb to like you can't shake me off of it. Like, why should I think mean people are smart? Like, what am I supposed to just think? Oh, this person who lacks empathy and is absolutely cruel, he's smart. Like, I'm supposed to think Donald Trump is smart? Absolutely not. Like, yeah, too many dumb people. Like, too many dumb people are mean for me to ever think that mean people are smart. But also my idea of what's being smart is like ultimately what benefits multiple people at once. So like because like a dumb person can benefit themselves. Like a dumb person can probably benefit themselves by like hitting everybody else with a stick. You know what I'm saying? It's like if a dumb person makes themselves feel good by hitting everybody with a stick, are they a smart person for hitting everybody with a stick to make themselves feel good? A smart person can help out. A smart person can at least, like the smartest person can help out everybody at once. The dumbest person can only help themselves. No, no, this goes back to skepticism. Not thinking mean people are dumb doesn't mean that you think dumb people doesn't mean that you think dumb people are smart. Uh Not thinking mean people are dumb doesn't mean you think dumb people are smart. I have no clue. I ain't gonna lie. I had to read that like twice and I still don't understand it. But I'd rather prefer to think that mean people are dumb because I've encountered enough mean people who are dumb to change my mind about it. Like I'm not trying to like think that bullies are smart people. I'm not trying to think that like right wingers are smart people. I'm not trying to think that sociopaths are smart people because of the fact that I don't think because they don't serve no benefit to humanity outside of their own personal interest. And I don't think that that's a smart thing because anybody can do anything to serve their own personal interest, and some things can be dumb. All squares are shaped. That doesn't mean all shapes are squares. I get that. But I'm not gonna give any breathing room for like mean people being smart though. Like I'm not gonna tell anybody else not to do it. I'm just gonna say straight up that that's just my perspective. Because because there's people out there. One dude tried to convince me that the bad guy from World War II was a genius, and I'm still trying to figure out. Like he basically told me that he's a genius because he managed to convince a whole bunch of people to do this stuff. And the whole thing is that is it possible that he was just a dumb person leading other dumb people? You know, but maybe it's like I mean I guess if you have I guess influence is a smart person trait, but I'm not gonna ever give that guy. I'm not gonna ever say he's a genius though. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't to me that's not fair to real geniuses. I don't reward. I also don't. I'm also not a fan of rewarding cruelty though. So that's probably, but because that's my bias as well. Genius is relative. What's the standard for being a genius? That's what I was saying earlier. It's ubiquitous. Like it's one of those things where it's like it's too complicated to explain. So that's the reason why I don't really like using the word genius too much. But like I will say smart because I feel like smart is different. But like I'm not gonna say that a mean person is smart because my personal bias won't let me. But also because I think that mean people are also useless. Because think about this like would a okay like which one would I prefer, a plumber or a plumber that's mean? you know I would much rather prefer the plumber because the plumber who's mean doesn't really like that's not a benefit. Like them being mean is not a benefit. Them being mean is not like something that I need extra. Like if I just happen to come across a plumber who's mean, then if I happen to come across a plumber who's mean, then it's like, oh well, that's just bound to happen. But it's like if I could choose between a plumber and a plumber who's mean, I would probably just choose the plumber. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the plumber who's mean doesn't. That's not a benefit. That's not a skill. That's not an ability. That's not something that I feel like is worth. That's not something I feel like is worth. Dealing with. How am I doing today? I'm surviving. Living. Did you go live like earlier this week? Because like I feel like you did and I missed it. RCN basketball. I went live about 5 days ago. I'm not a frequent person. I should absolutely be though. I mean, like if you want, if you want to do that, I definitely recommend it. You know, the more you do it, the more people pop up. You know, hello, what's this? I don't always have time to make the pre-recorded videos, so live streams could be a better alternative. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh man. Also, shout out to the movie Sinners for actually like doing really, really, really good. It's like I'm telling you, man. Ryan Coogler and Jordan Peele, man. Those guys are like those guys are like spectacular. They're just creative marvels, man. I'm telling you. Megs, I hope I made sense earlier. I probably didn't. That depends on what you need the person for. Being mean doesn't necessarily mean you can't perform a job. Drill instructors are mean as hell, for example, probably a benefit they are considering. And I'm not denying that. But what I'm saying is that like, you know, it's very specific to a job. Like, would I need a mean customer service worker? Would I need a mean cook? You know? Like, I don't know. There's just like a lot of my whole thing is that like my personal bias makes me think that a mean person is essentially useless, but it's like, you know, but also I guess it also but being mean is also ubiquitous, so it's like, you know, it's like being mean in one case might be useful in another case. But with me personally, I'm the kind of person who, like, you know, I don't like, for example, I'm not a fan of bullying, right? So I'm not going to look at a bully and be like, oh, that person's smart, because I hate bullies. And I think being smart means being useful, and I don't find bullies as useful people. Literally editing alone takes 40 minutes. Yeah, I get that. If I was rich, I'd pay somebody to do it for me. Yeah, I get it. I get it. That's totally a thing to do. But yeah, like I feel like this is going to be one of those instances, Megs, where we're just like not going to see eye to eye, because I do not applaud like mean people. Like that's kind of one of the reasons why I hate. That's kind of one of the reasons why I hate J Rob. He was mean to me starting off, and I'm not about to. Oh heck yeah, mean cooks are definitely a benefit. Trust me, I've worked in restaurants. I've seen the difference. Yeah, I've worked in restaurants too, but I never applauded anyone mean. I'm not saying you did, but what I am saying is that like I do feel like, you know, I do feel like you have a bit of a tolerance for mean people that I just will never have. And because of that, we probably won't see eye to eye on this discussion, because yeah, like I'm not gonna look at a mean person and be like, oh yeah, that person is definitely, oh yeah, that person is definitely a genius. That, you know, that dude's a genius. They're smart. They're definitely capable. I'm not gonna look at a mean person and think that. I'm just gonna look at that mean person and be like, why is that idiot around? Like, why is that idiot here? I don't want them around me. I hate them. But that's just me. Now you probably might be saying to yourself, Emmanuel, aren't what you isn't what you're saying kind of mean? And it's like, yeah, but I never said I was a smart person, and I will never say that I'm a smart person. I probably hate most people far more than you. Trust me, I'm a total pessimist, and I don't like people in general. Yeah, but do you bully people though? It's the question. Like, are you just mean to people for no reason? Because that's what I'm referring to. Yeah, well then, yeah, that's definitely, yeah, it's definitely different. It's definitely a different context. Man, I cannot talk today. See, that's the thing about being a chat commenter, social media content creator, or whether you're only as good as your reputation. Yeah, I know. What's your roommate working on? He's doing some he's practicing some drumming rudiments. Is it loud? Can y'all hear that? Because too bad. He's got to work on it. I thought that was drumming. Yeah, it's drumming. Like if it's too loud, too bad. But yeah. Dang, 8 people up in here? Sounded like he was washing dishes at first. Okay. It's not loud. Cool, cool. Well, I got 8 people up in here. Man, I wonder. Okay, all right. I'm gonna assume. Okay, so let's see. I got 8 people up in here. Only 2 people talking. So it's RC and basketball. Emperor Megas. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Jovi's lurking. Um, hmm. Maybe Miss Christie is in the building. I don't know. She normally announces herself. Huh. I wonder what Lala Danielle's up to. Feels like forever since she's been in here. Uh, yeah, get some drama lessons sometimes. Probably so. Let's see. All right, so okay, so Joey's probably lurking. Emperor Megas is in here. RC and basketball is talking. Um, I want to say Miss Christie is probably here. Ashley Barrett probably might be going in and out. Um, oh crap! I bet J Rob is up in here, probably under another name. And I'm sensing Truant. I'm sensing Truant. I don't know if he's here, but I'm sensing him. Uh, great music plays for me earlier. Pearl Jam, Superchunk, and Miley Cyrus. Megas, you know what I meant. I didn't mean it that way. I meant another. I meant like she's probably. I meant she's probably like. Look, man, there's no right way to say it. I'm gonna throw this dude. That was not the context. Also, Megas, you need to go live because apparently because you have better stories than I do, man. Like you're a cooler person than I am, and I'm getting that vibe from you. Sometimes I wish I wasn't so nice. Oh man, why do I feel like that's a threat on my behalf? Why do I feel like that's a threat on my behalf? Like I did something else wrong, and I don't know what I did. Like I know she's about, like that's like I feel like Jovi's about to just say, you know what? I'm about to stomp a mud hole in you. I know, right? Like I'm scared. I'm genuinely scared. Like what I did now. See that? But you said it. You said it. I didn't say it. I can't be nervous. It's not that deep. Yeah. But I have, but I think deeply. It's always going to be that deep to me. You know me. It was a general statement. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. Is that like it's always going to be that deep to me. I'm going to overthink everything because everything is that deep to me. Shoot. But hey, you know what? You said it's a general statement. I'll leave it there. No problem. You gave your explanation. I honor it. But being me might protect me. I mean, probably. But like, what are you gonna like? Do you? But it's like you're being cryptic. It just sounds like you're about to go beat somebody up or something. It's like, yeah, I'm about to. It's like I'm tired of being nice. It's time for me to burn. It's time for me to, like start doing some Joker stuff from the Batman movie. Manny putting it down, letting him know what's what. Shut up. No, I'm a lover, not a fighter. That's what I'm saying though. It's like normally when people say I'm being too nice, that means that they're about to, like, they're about to, like rob a bank or something, or like, stomp somebody out or something like that. There's almost never like you never hear somebody say I'm tired of being nice and then go do something nicer. It's always I'm tired of being nice, and then they just show up on America's Most Wanted. You think I started a villain arc by now? I genuinely, I mean, like telling her it is what it is and stuff like a G. That's not what I was doing. I hate the phrase "it is what it is." Like I hate that phrase. Never liked it. I'm just saying if she says what the statement was, I'm gonna take her word for it. Also, like this is wild, man. The fluctuation in here is wild. Here comes the back pedal. Oh my god, this dude's trying to get me. This dude's trying to get me killed. Well, I'm gonna die eventually anyway. Like ultimately, a whole bunch of right wingers is gonna. I'm trying to side Jeff. I don't know what that means. Well, like I am gonna get killed anyway, because ultimately some racists are gonna find my YouTube channel, realize I'm making fun of them, and be like, "Hey, he's making fun of us," and then they're gonna like I don't know, just murder me or kidnap me and then kill me or something. Like it'll be the worst way to go, but it'll be the worst way to go. Like they'll find my corpse, like I don't know, in a river somewhere, like a month after they like kidnapped and murdered me or something. That will suck. Like I'll be an unsolved mystery for like a long time. It's like just look at the Mississippi River, look for the corpse that floats up. Side Jeffing is when you're trying to instigate some stuff between people from the sidelines. That's what it's called. Man, that used to just be called instigating when I was growing up. Black Gen X term. I got it. He's trying to stir something. He's trying to stir things up. I didn't say it is what it is. I hate that phrase. Like I would probably never say that phrase. Like I would probably like never say that phrase because I hate it that much. I think it's dumb. I kind of love it. I use it a lot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody, like, that's my whole thing. But y'all should know by now that, like, I hate that phrase because it is what it is. It's just a reminder to me that my life sucks. I can't just say it is what it is because it's like, I just say my life sucks instead. Why is it dumb? I'm not saying that it's dumb. I'm just saying I hate it. Did I say it was dumb? I don't know. I don't remember saying that. I literally sing it. Yeah, hey, do what you do. I ain't gonna do it though. I hate that phrase. Ah, boom. Okay, like now I'm thinking. The sad part is that like now I'm thinking that like there's like at least one lurker there's at least one lurker in my chat right now who's like a white supremacist who's like, I think he just gave us the way to kill him. What kind of name is Casper? How about explaining to Jovi the reason you hate it so much though? I hate the phrase "it is what it is" because it kind of just sort of it sounds like an excuse to just do nothing because oh well, right? It feels lazy. It just feels like a case of it feels kind of lazy. It feels like an attempt to just sort of justify some of the worst stuff. But also it's just a reiteration of just basically saying it's just like life goes on. No, it doesn't. This stuff still sucks. But also, it just feels, it just, I don't know, like I can't get with it. That's not, it's not my bag. I'm not gonna tell any. That's not. I'm not gonna tell anybody not to say it. I just know that I don't really like saying it, so I try my best not to say it. I will say life sucks though, but that's only in, like, in context to me, because my life sucks. And now Meg's just trying to just get my goat. Ain't no way you're there. Like, Meg's, there's no way you're like older than 39, man. Like, you think being mean is cool? It's like, you think being mean is cool. You know what I mean? You laugh at stuff. You think that I should be friends with J Rob because he's mean to me? Like, bro, there's no way you're like in your 50s. I don't think being mean is cool. I do laugh at stuff. Everyone laughs at stuff. I laugh at more stuff than the average person now. Yeah, you're better than me, man, because I hate laughing. Like, I do laugh, but I just don't like doing it because, it doesn't. You don't think being mean is cool? I thought that's what the whole conversation was. I thought the whole conversation was, hey, man, like, you should probably think that mean people are smart because they are. Who hates laughing? I hate laughing. I don't really like doing it, man. But then again, what do you expect from a guy who hates music? Jovi knows. Jovi knows. But there's music you like. Yeah, there's music that I like back in the day. There's not really any music that I like now. What does it mean to hate music? It means that I'm not a big fan of music. Do you not like music you used to like? Hmm. No lie. I guess it depends on the song, but I don't really listen to music like that. So, I like I think the question is, could I listen to a song that I listened to back then and still get the same vibe now that I got back then? And it's like, I don't know. I really don't know. I never really actually tried that. But, like, there's a difference between hating something and not being a big fan of something. I get that, but yeah, one is extreme. And I absolutely love music. Yeah, she does. My life is a musical. What were some of your favorite songs or bands growing up? Uh, ugh. um, Dang, hold on. Uh, Man, I can't even think of it. Oh wow, I really can't. Okay, hold on, because ooh, oh god, I'm trying to think of a band that I've always liked, like from the first time I heard them till. How about this? What's your favorite song? That's the ooh. Hmm. I don't have a favorite anything, but now I'm trying to think about a song that I did like. Oh God, man, this is. Mm. Um, I'm ashamed. I am genuinely ashamed of this. Um, I'll say "Creep" by Radiohead. No wonder you guys split up. Shut up. Maybe "Creep" by Radiohead. I'm literally just thinking of a song right now. Like I'm. Oh God, man, that was hard. That was challenging. I love Stalker songs. God, I hate the fact that I read that out loud. Like a lot of songs that I was listening to, I would listen to when I was like in a really bad mood. So like I'm trying to think of another song that I used to listen to. Your favorite song is one. Yeah, I figured that. I remember you telling me that before. But like I didn't really but like I'm trying to think of another song that I actually did enjoy. Uh, God, I can't think of anything right now. Believe me, it was for the best. God, I cannot think of uh yeah, because it's kind of dark if you this is all you can think of. Yeah, because it's kind of dark if that's all you can think of. The sad part is the only reason why I'm even thinking of that song. Mandy's kind of emo. Yeah, okay. Sad part is I thought I liked emo music until I actually like I can't listen to it now. God, dog. Like okay, because I remember I was a really big fan of that band Lost Prophets, and then like the controversy with the lead singer for that band. I remember like hating them after that, and after that, I couldn't think of any other group that I actually enjoyed. Because I want to say I like because I wanted to like Linkin Park, but I wanted to like Linkin Park when I was growing up. But the very first song that I heard them sing, I did not like them. Like and I started to dislike them later on down the line. Um, but I mean, Bill Withers, hard to separate the artist from the art. For me, it is. Yeah, I love Linkin Park, and that's my whole thing. Is that like I wanted to like Linkin Park, but I think the thing that really kind of annoyed me was the rapping because it just felt like Mike Shinoda. If I don't know, like I said, once I learned what cultural appropriation was, any person who was rapping that wasn't black, I just immediately assumed that they all were appropriating. So like that kind of just sort of ruined Linkin Park for me. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think about who else. I wanted to like I don't know why like I wanted to like Avenged Sevenfold, but then I just it felt like there was a time where it just like I would find myself like feeling really bad after the Rev died, and I couldn't listen to him anymore because I was like bummed out about it. Trying to think about who else. When they started rapping, the last time I listened to them, I think 2011. Yeah, Mike Shinoda was doing the whole rap thing, and I don't know, that just made me that whole take on non-blast rapping sounds a little like social indoctrination. Maybe so, but it was definitely like one of those things that really kind of got me like thinking because my brain just immediately went, my skin color is not a costume, and like that's just how it was. And that was the time where Mike Shinoda was going really hard on the rap career thing. I was not digging it. Um, Not taking anything away from his ability, the dude was talented, but it just speak. We can't take our skin off. Yeah, you must really hate Eminem. Then the sad part is, I don't. I just don't listen to him. I don't hate him, but I just don't listen to him. Like I'm not looking for because once again, it is like it feels less like I said, it just felt like we got colonized, and it's kind of annoying. But like it is kind of beautiful to see kind of like all these black people like doing rock music again. But yeah, but like yeah, it was but it's definitely like not a something that I would probably get into. But also once again, around that time stopped really liking music. So yeah. By the way, hello Miss Lala Danielle. We it's good to see you. I don't know. I figured you were busy. You eat tacos? Is that all right? Very funny. We colonized that country fair and square. I'm being serious. I know what you're getting at. It's like going, you can't enjoy. It's like going by that logic, you can't enjoy cuisine from other countries because you're not of that country. I'm aware. I'm not saying that you're not. I'm not going to say that you're wrong or right. I'm just saying that that's just my. That's just how I. That's how it kind of like came across to me. Like I can stop eating tacos. You know what I'm saying? Probably not in the century, but I can't stop. But yeah, I'm trying. I'm really trying to think of a band I actually liked, and that's the hardest thing. Like I'm trying because like I said, but because then there was a time where they started doing. I remember there was a time where they dropped a reggae song, and I'm just like, come on, man. I feel like they start rapping, then when they got the money, they go pop like Pink, Post Malone, Miley Cyrus, Britney Spears. That's probably what happened, but nah, Shinoda still raps. Shinoda still raps, but like I don't really listen to Linkin Park anymore because Chester Bennington is dead. But yeah, I'm not busy now. It's 3:30. Oh, okay. Oh, I like the Offspring. I was a really big fan of the Offspring. I love the Offspring. That used to be yeah. After he died, I only listened to their old stuff. Yeah, that's who I. That's a fan. That's a band who I was really interested in. The Offspring. I remember being a big fan of theirs. I think I guess I could probably still listen to the Offspring now and still get the same vibe, especially because like there's one song in particular that really make. There's one song in particular that they made that really speaks to me. It's called "Racing Against Myself," and it's like that is such a good song. I actually like that song. What I want, what I need, always feels right out of reach. I've been coming up empty, push as fast as I can go. After all is said and done, still there's nothing for me, and I will take the like. Trust me. Just listen to the lyrics. There's a part up in there that's like, I tried as hard as I can. I've taken all I can stand. Much like I'm losing a race against myself. Oh man, I love that. It's like I'm losing a race against myself. Yeah, dun it, dun. Man, because I do feel like I'm losing a race against myself all the time. Do me a favor, just look up the lyrics to that song, man. That is definitely. Oh man, I feel like that all the time, bro. I've tried as hard as I can. I've taken all I can stand. Sometimes I'm losing a race against myself. Oh my god, yeah, man. Okay. That's definitely a song that I can like. That's definitely a song I can still vibe to now. Because I was a really big Offspring fan. God, are they still making music? It feels like they're not. I legit thought you were going to say you related to self esteem. No, because I don't have low self esteem. Like I just know my place in the world. We're talking about over 20 years ago here. Yeah, like, but I actually heard that song like a little bit later in life because there used to be this creator on YouTube. His name was Rob Viper, and he used to do music videos for lucha libre shows. And the he had that song playing for one of the events. And I just remember like watching that show and just I mean I remember listening to that and I just loved it. I think it was Héroes Inmortales. But like I heard that song like much later, probably after it came out. But yeah, I love that song. I think that was also the show where Felino lost his mask to Mystico. If we don't make it alive, it'd be a heck of a good day to die. All that light that shines strong only lasts for so long. Ashes to ashes again. Don't even try to pretend. All that light that shines strong only lasts for so long. That's another one. That's called Half Truism. Yeah, I could probably bump some Offspring today. Listen to the music haters singing. Shut up. No, I just like that song. Just really kind of that song really just made me. I just remembered that song. I had to dig deep in the cabinets for that one. Yeah, that was a good song. Hold on. God, that was such a good song too. But there's like a part up in there where I think he says something like "I don't matter anyway," and it's like, ha, I relate to that. God, man, the Offspring really made some like really good music for depressed people. I've heard you saying probably more than any other streamer I've watched, but you hate music though. Probably, yeah, they did. Offspring was good, man. Oh, you watch other streamers? Like who? Because I need to know who to like. I need to know who to take some notes from because like I'm literally losing subscribers right now, and I think it's because I keep making fun of right wingers on my shorts. I had to come to grips with the fact that I would probably never become successful on this thing because of the fact that American internet is like right wing as hell. A shame about them being white nationalists. Wait, what? No, 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 no. Please, 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 no, please, no, please, please. They're from California. Please, no, please, no, please, no, please, no. Oh, please don't. Please, 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 please. Please don't be white nationalists. Please. Dude, please don't do that to me, man. Please don't do that to me. It's like I really, really, really do not need it. I really don't need like any more. Oh God, no! Please don't. Great. Now I'm actually having to look it up now, dude. What the hell? I'm just messing with you. You suck, bro. Because like Dexter Holland looks like the kind of guy. Man, you just made me remember. You just made me remember that I actually had a favorite band, and only like take that away from me. Man, don't do that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He has to look, and I mean, like, dude, his name is Dexter Holland. Like, that's definitely a. Oh my god. But also, they're from California, so part of me really needs to believe that they're not like that. But then again, California has never. But then again, also the former House Speaker was from California too. I forgot that dude's name already. The one right before the one we got now. But yeah, that was definitely like one of my favorite songs back in the day. But yeah, like my whole thing is that I don't really like laughter, and I'm not a huge fan of like music today. But that's only because I don't listen to a lot of music today. The only reason why I even like be singing is ultimately just sort of like lighten the mood. But it's not like I go around listening. Welcome back. Clap, clap, clap. Life is terrible. But yeah, like the Offspring is definitely like one of my favorite bands. Like I definitely like I could listen to the Offspring today and probably like still feel the same vibe that I got from way back when. All right, I got four people in here right now, so that means that is Megas, Giovanna. I'm going to assume that Lala Danielle is still up in here. She's probably like just chilling for the moment, and I got at least one troll. All right, either that or it's Truant lurking, but I ain't stressing. There was this one band I remember. They were called Rufio, and they were set in like California too, and they sounded like and they were like set in California too, and they were like really, really, really good. I remember that band, but I don't know if they still make music. But Jimmy Eat World used to actually be. I Now I think about it, I used to be a fan of Jimmy Eat World too. Being a Cali native definitely doesn't mean you're not a. Yeah, I know. Anthony Kiedis makes California his whole personality, and he's sort of an. Yeah, I thought he had only one. He had only like one instance of that, right? Has it been multiple times, or is it just that one time? You always have the interesting conversations when I'm at work. Uh, Interesting. There's nothing interesting about me, but not anything. Like, hold on. I know about the one. I heard about that one instance. No idea. I just know that he's super comfortable with it. Yeah, that's one I don't understand. Like how like as a rich person, as a famous person, and you're surrounded by all of these ridiculously attractive stars, and you still go for the young you go with Like, why? Like, if I had the success that Anthony Kiedis had, like, I'll be going over to Courtney Love and being like, "Hey, Courtney Love, I understand you're still mourning the death of your of Kurt, but I like to talk to you for a little bit." Well, dang, discourage me from being around. Why don't you? I'm not trying to discourage you. I'm sorry. Who's also the daughter of a sheriff? Wow, a daughter of a sheriff? Look, all I'm saying, I don't think Courtney Love is. I don't like Courtney Love was pretty to me when I was a kid. But I'm just using that as an example. I'm just saying, like, you had like there was options. That's all I'm saying is that like you were surrounded by all of pretty these pretty rock women, these pretty women of rock music, and they're all like within reasonable age. And this dude still goes for 15-year-old daughter of a sheriff. Like, how did he not get arrested for that? Like, no, wait, no, hold on. How did he not get arrested for that? Make jokes later. I need to know specifically, like, how did he avoid that? Like, that's a slam dunk for that sheriff. That doesn't make any sense. I'm still on this Courtney Love thing, and you can be, but I'm just still on this. Hold on. Rock stars never get in trouble for that. You know this. No, I don't. He even wrote about it in a book. No, I did not know. The only reason why I even knew about what is up, Truant? That's my dog right there. How you feeling, Drew? Hopefully everything got better. What kind of emoji is that anyway? That is hilarious. I gotta look this up. I'm sorry. This is wild to me. Give me this. Like, I'm still here. I'm just reading this thing. So I was supposed to appear as a cover model for the band's 1989. However, the label felt she looked a little young. She was 18. And they feel that insecure. I say, oh my God. I was taking care of the baby at 17. What? Wow, this girl's been. Oh, okay. Yikes, man. This lady has been through a lot. That lady has been through a lot. I'm sorry, I'm still reading this stuff. Everything better, man. Thank you. I'm glad to hear it. Dude, Steven Tyler got guardianship of a child just to. I'm sorry. Wait. Whoa. Hold up. Whoa. Wait a minute. Did I read that right? I'm glad I didn't have to swim to this stream. If you know, you know. No, I don't know. Oh, I'm glad I didn't have to swim to this stream. I'm glad. Hey, clever. I like that. I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you didn't have to either, bro. Ted Nugent, same stuff. Elvis too. Wait, hold on. You mean to tell me that they got guardianship over them just to do? How do you do that? How do you do that? Do they just sign a paper and say, okay, this is mine now? Like, what is happening? This is. I was just about to make an insane joke, but I'm gonna save it, bro. What is crazy? That is crazy. Rock stars are down bad. Absolutely, they are below down. They are sub level. What is happening in man? Music is wild. Music is wild. I'm. How do you sign over somebody just to do that? How do you how do you sign that? Like who? Like imagine being the judge for that case. What in the diddler am I reading? Oh my god, that's funny. Man, the music world is disturbing. That's what you're reading. The music world is disturbing. Some people just shouldn't be celebrities. Or rather, we should really give like what's wild is Tyler has a whole foundation for abused girls. Maybe I want to believe that he turned over a new leaf. I'm never selling my soul. Boy, shout out to Truant for staying true to himself. I respect it. Shout out to the homie Truant for like he's staying true to himself. Like did I mean I want to believe that Steven Tyler maybe realized that he was doing wrong and saw the error of his ways and was like, you know what? I ain't doing this no more. This is bad. This is bad. That's like oh my god. Part of me would like to believe that he like if that was the situation, part of me would want to believe that he did turn over a new leaf. What a wild time to be alive. I didn't even know anything about that. Man, dude. So Steven Tyler, Elvis, Ted Nugent, man, look, at some point it should be easy to just say, hey, I don't care what kind of music they're making. That's wrong. He's the only one who has been to jail for this too. Can't imagine why. Oh wow, yeah, it's like it's a real mystery. Oh yeah, it's an absolute mystery. Like Lord knows what the reason was. All I gotta say is electric chair. I'm just trying to figure. I'm just trying to like just imagine. Like I said, imagine being the yeah Meg's like Truman ain't taking no stuff, man. It's like this, yeah. That's at that point. It's like you can't. It's like you control somebody else's whole life. Yeah, I mean, I would say just like a good. I would just say like long time in prison. But it's like it is kind of messed up that R. Kelly is the only one who got in trouble for that. It definitely is kind of like it says a lot about the system that we have than anything else. Because I remember, like I remember hearing that like the only reason why he went to jail is because he didn't have enough money to like stay out of it. I don't know how true that is. I'm not willing to look that deep into it, but that's just wild to me. But it should say a lot more about like our justice system in general because that's wild. That is wild. Nah, he was getting locked up no matter what. Yeah, yeah, he was. He was. But now the question is, did Steven Tyler change his ways? Did he, is he better or is he still? I mean, like I don't really follow. I don't really follow that style of music, and I know that they don't even make music anymore, from what I understand. Also, how did people like make a big deal about this back in the day? I feel like that's something that people would have like raised hell about back then. Like, did people even know about it, or is it just like something that we just found out recently? Because I'm just now hearing about that. That's news to me. It was well known, and he was still a superstar back then. Come on, man. It wasn't really a secret, and that's why he was a super. Man, don't tell me that, bro. Don't tell me that, man. Don't tell me that. No, don't tell me that, dude. Bruh, no, don't tell me that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Rock stars and rock stars doing rock star stuff. That doesn't qualify as rock star stuff, at least not to me, especially not in that time frame. Is that what people thought living like a rock star meant back in those days? Because I know it was a lot of, is that what qualified as doing rock star stuff back then? I know it meant like participating in a lot of narcotics and maybe doing a lot of like throwing a lot of temper tantrums in places that aren't financially yours and stuff like that. But I didn't think that it was. I didn't think it was that. Yeah, I feel like they just purposely made it as vague as possible just so it wouldn't look weird. And it's like, because now you have to ask yourself, what kind of it's like X drugs and rock and roll. Now you have to ask, what kind of X are we looking? What kind of X are you look into, bro? Like, what do you mean? It's like what part? What kind? It's like nobody ever thought to ask that question. The best kind, I imagine. Shoot, if anybody ever tell me that I'm living a rock star lifestyle, I'm gonna tell them absolutely not. If I ever were to get money, I would probably like be. I'll probably not. I'll probably be doing what I'm doing now. You okay, brother? Yeah, I'm just talking with Megs about musicians going through a lot of stuff that was going on back in the day. But I'm fine. I'm depressed, but I'm fine. But like I'm depressed because I have depression though. So I'm always going to be depressed. But that's wild. That is crazy, man. People really just looked at Steven Tyler, like basically signed that girl's rights and was like, yeah, great music. It's crazy. I hope you're doing okay. God bless. Well, and God bless to you as well. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I wish I was attractive. Give me so much money right about now. I know I misheard that. Misheard what? I thought I heard you say no. I would never say that. You hear me say that, just assume that I'm in trouble. I know how you feel. I had anxiety and panic attacks to due to lifestyle. I get that. Yeah, that's the hostage video type stuff. Just assume I'm in trouble. That's all. But what I'm saying though is that like if I ever say that phrase, if I ever say that phrase, like like and like I come across as unironically saying it, just assume that I'm in some kind of trouble. I hate Trump. Yeah, like y'all know this. I hate Trump and his supporters. Don't assume like always assume the worst if I'm doing that. Especially if I'm saying it on live. Come on, y'all. Ugh. But okay. All right, I got five people up in here. So it's Charlie and Craig, Truant, Megas, Jovi, and a fifth. And a sixth. Okay. So I got one troll and a random fifth. All right. I'm just trying to keep track because I know Jovi is she's not lurking, she's at work. But also, like I said, I know I got at least one troll up in here. So it's like I said, it's either that Anton dude, J Rod probably might have came found a way to come back, or is that Jacob Jackson guy? It's one of them. They're gonna pop up. They're gonna like they're probably like harvesting. I know that they are. It's just annoying. Bro got a grocery list of trolls. Yeah, I essentially do. And the worst part is, it's for no reason. These cats just don't like me. I didn't do anything to them. I don't know who they are. They just popped up on me and was like, "Yep, black guy online." I only got three that I know of, but it's like I only got three that I know of though. 11 minutes until I clock out. Try not to count down those minutes because they get slower. I used to think that 15 seconds. I used to think that 15 seconds was short until I actually until I saw a 15-second ad. The first thing that went through my mind. The first thing that went through my mind is this ad still going? The trick is to never look at the clock while you're at work. Works for me every time. Yeah, true. You a cook, right? Like you cook food. Yeah, it's like man, I bet. Yeah, I bet you have no. Yeah, you kind of have to avoid the clock. But also, you can literally like time food based on how long it's cooked for. So there's that. Man, I'm so chores to do, but I'm listening quietly in the background. Work, I get it. It's just like I got like six people up in here right now, and I'm pretty sure at least one of them is a troll who's like trying to harvest something. I don't know what it is, man, but those cats do not like me, and they really need me to know it. How dare you be blacking online? You keep summoning them. No, no, they're in here. They're in here, but it's like every single time I acknowledge them, they leave. Like every single time I say, "Oh, they're up in here," then all of a sudden my number goes down. It's like I'm almost always aware of the time while working. That's kind of cool, actually. I'm never aware of what time it is. I always have to look at my watch like every couple seconds. I'm not proud of that. I feel dumber every time I do it, but it's something that I do. It's Cinco. Yeah, it's Cinco de Mayo. It is. It's definitely Cinco de Mayo. And I don't drink, so like it's not really like so it's definitely not anything that I can celebrate. But like part of me is just a little bewildered because there's going to be a lot of racists celebrating this all like celebrating this. There's going to be a lot of people who's like, I voted for you to get deported, but also happier Cinco de Mayo day. Also, I think something great. Also, just completely off subject, but how's about? I was talking to some Australians the other day, like a little while back, and one of them listed like 10 American presidents eat Mexican food. Got it. But yeah, like that was wild to me. Like he actually listed like 10 American presidents. Like to put this in perspective, I can't name one Australian prime minister. This dude named 10 American presidents, and it really like made me think. Like I know this dude is probably more American than I am Australian, and he's Australian. And it really like it also kind of made me realize that like America is like probably like one. I'm like, do they study America in other countries? You know what I'm saying? Like it just never really occurred to me that that could be the case. But you're right though. They will eat some Mexican food. Also, happy Cinco de Mayo to everyone here. By the way, really hoping that you guys have a good time. Don't get too. Don't obviously be responsible with whatever. Yeah, we study world history. Do we? Where my sombrero at? That's funny. True. If I'm not mistaken, you got over 50 subscribers, which means you got to do a live in a sombrero if you got one, if you can find it. Sorry. Yeah. Well, our version of it, I guess. I ain't gonna lie. I've ate a vintage Mexican burrito once. Changed my life, man. They gave me one, and that was like it was a work of art. I just remember just thinking to myself, I have no reason to hate these people after eating that. I ate a burrito bowl, changed my life. That's what I'm saying. It's like these like it's like how do you from Chipotle? That's funny. But it just made me think like I had a they gave me a like I got a little bit of the culture like I had just a little bit of the culture that they offered me, and it was good. It was really good. Sorry, y'all. I'm playing this game, and it's making me it's it's fun. It's way too fun. True, you make burrito like true. Can you make a burrito bowl? Like, are you like do you cook outside of work, or is that just work for you? I cook sometimes. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. I should make a burrito bowl. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I can do it, but be lazy. I trust me, relatable. I get that. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I'm still playing this game, and it's really kind of got me. Man, I should be a gaming streamer. I really should. I really gotta like. Once I get, like I said, once I get my console, bruh, yeah, I'm gonna be like streaming all the time because like right now I'm just like because like right now I am just playing this game and like talking to y'all and yeah, I could be like being a gaming streamer. That shouldn't be too hard for me. But also, like I like to think that that'll probably give me some numbers a little bit. Shout out to the homie LVG and J Rocks for like showing that streaming is dope. Jovi's finally free. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She can finally like she's probably going to be at home in a few, just maxing and relaxing, feeling all good. Yep. Shout out to Jovi for being able to be able to go home and call it a day. Get a chance to relax for a little bit. I got 6 people up in here. That is wild. That is wild. Show of hands. Who's up in here right now? Like, don't be shy. Don't worry. I mean, if you want to shout out anyway, show me your hands so I can like say your name on the live or whatever. True and ain't saying anything. Okay, that's fair. Shout out to the homie True for sticking around. Megas did say that he was doing some cleaning, so he's gonna be so he's here, but he's busy. But now I kind of gotta wonder about everybody else. Hold on, I'm getting some random buzzes here. Give me a second, y'all. Well, I'm gonna go listen to music while reading, so I'm gonna catch y'all later. Hey man, glad to have you here. I really appreciate it. Thank you again. It's always a pleasure. Also, it's time for you to go live. You should start doing it. You're a cool guy. You're hilarious. You're a cool guy and you're hilarious. Peace and love, man. And love and peace to you too, brother. You be easy out there. Well, you be cool out there. Shoot. Remember, being mean is mainstream. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm really man, I'm glad that you remember that. That's cool. Be punk rock, man. Be punk rock. But also, yeah, it's definitely your time to like, go live too. Cause you're like I said, you're a cool kid. And also you're hilarious, but you're probably gone. I'm talking to a ghost right now. Dude probably already gone for the day. But okay, so now that he's out, okay, so right now it's Jovi, Megas. It's getting dark in here. Give me 1 second. I'm just now noticing that. Nope. You know, uh, there we go. Shoot. All right, but yeah, like I said, show of hands. Who's all up in here still? Because oh, okay, now Jovi's getting off from work. Megas is Megas is what's wrong looking for? Megas is working, so he's probably like not doing anything. What the heck is a Met? What is the Met Gala? Oh wait, yeah, I remember. Okay, the Met Gala is just like where everybody goes to just like flex that they got money, I guess. Which why, bro? I get it. We broke. Jovi. Yeah, Jovi is in the building still. It's like I get it, y'all. We broke. Why you have to remind us with the Met Gala? I know it was today, but like I'm checking my phone. It's telling me, hey, by the way, did you know the Met Gala is today? Yeah, I don't. What am I supposed to care about that for? I'm poor. It's like I'm poor, dude. I don't care about no Met Gala. I'm broke. That's just where they go to be like, yeah, man, let's go flex on them brokes real quick. All right. Hey, all right. So, question for the chat: what are y'all thoughts about the Met Gala? Y'all think it's necessary? Do y'all think it's necessary? Do y'all think it's ran its course? Do y'all care about it? I feel like the Met Gala is the WrestleMania for fashion fans. So I don't think it's not necessary. I just think it's kind of. I think it's just think it's. I feel like for if you're a fan of fashion, you probably might love it, but it doesn't really come across as anything other than that. I like to see the outfits. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like you're like for people who are fans of fashion, I feel like that's a. There should be a poor. There should be like a Met Gala for like poor people, for like normal people. Like one where people can just sort of like show off like their own personal, like personally made stuff, like a runway for people who make clothes, but like normal people, not like rich people. Suffice it to say, I don't think rich people are normal. I hate how terrible that makes me sound, but yeah. Oh my god. After Met Gala so hard. Wow. This dude came up in wow, he came up in there with head of steam, bro. Tell us how you really feel, Megas. Is a fundraiser for the Metropolitan Museum of Arts. Let Megas tell it. Megas, which one do you hate more, Boston or the Met Gala? I hope that he says a Met Gala in Boston. Dang, I was hoping you would say the Met Gala. If the I hoping you would say Met Gala in Boston. What's wrong with the Met Gala? What is there? Why don't you like it? Rich people being extra. I don't like any sort of runway esque event. I get it. I totally get that, man. 100%. Right there with you. Yeah, rich people being extra. I'm not a fan of that either. I just, part of me would just like this. Part of me would like the idea that it's okay for poor people to be there too. You know what I mean? Just so, because like the divide between rich people and poor people in America is kind of sick. It's like, do we really need that right now? Do we really need a class divide? You know, where's the necessity in that? Okay, hold on. Got a dip partner and I. Okay, no problem, man. Hey, glad you stuck around for this long. I really appreciate it. Thanks again for showing up. Really hope you. Yeah, totally get it, man. Like have happy Easter, happy Cinco de Mayo. Go out, be safe. We'll talk again. You have me on Discord. You know where I'm at. So we'll talk again later. I hope you enjoy yourself. They're there to give the money so that its costume institute stays open. Costume institute. Couples holidays are cute. They can be. I didn't know that couples had a holiday though, outside of Valentine's Day anyway. But yeah, if he said that though, he's definitely doing something. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Hmm. All right. I feel like it's time for me to actually show this game that I'm playing because it's really like taking over. Give me a sec. Uh, why is it not showing up? Oh dang, I can't show it. Whack. Okay. I'm using a different anniversaries are a thing. Yeah, but are would anniversaries be considered a holiday? I don't know. I never really thought of I forgot all about anniversaries. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, for whoever celebrates them. I get that. That makes sense. Okay. I ain't gonna lie. I'm wildly distracted and I feel really bad about it. But I also do have to kind of go get ready to go to work and everything like that. Um, shoot. All right, guys. I got to get ready to go to work. I like being on here. I like talking with y'all. The conversations got a little weird at times. But yeah, I gotta bounce. Love and peace to every single one of y'all out there. Really hope that y'all actually having a good time. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Be safe out there. Please drive responsibly. You know what I'm saying? Like don't do anything dastardly. Please. We have enough bad stuff happening. Shoot. But remember, being mean is mainstream. Being kind is punk rock. Definitely, show kindness and show love and show peace. If you can't show any of that, don't show nothing at all because we're all having a bad day, and the last thing you want to do is add plus two to somebody else's bad day. With that being said, love, peace, and happiness and safety to every single person out there, and we'll talk next time. I would chunk out the deuces, but I am using both of my arms to perch myself up right now. What the heck?